Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources. Updating daily noontime New York City.
Global economy.
February 16th, 11 o'clock America, New York. Martin Wolf shines a light on the doom loop of democratic capitalism. The economics commentator appeals for a renewed concept of citizenship to save democracy.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
February 16th, 10:54 America, New York. Fed's Mester would have supported larger rate increase this month. Cleveland Fed President Loretta Mester said there was a strong argument for raising interest rates by a half percentage point at the central bank's meeting earlier this month given the strength of economic demand and persistently high inflation pressures. BBC News Business.
February 16th, 10:37 America, New York. Tesla accused of firing workers over union campaign. Labor organizers say the firings of more than 30 staff were illegal retaliation.
Finance and Economics.
February 16, 10:33 America, New York. Why more Chinese tourism means more capital flight. Many billions of dollars escape under the cover of holidays.
Marginal revolution.
February 16, 10:24 America, New York. The capacity for moral self-correction in large language models. We test the hypothesis that language models trained with reinforcement learning from human feedback, RLHF, have the capability to morally self-correct, to avoid producing harmful outputs, if instructed to do so.
Global economy.
February 16, 10:24 America, New York. U.S. pulls ahead of UK in tackling regional economic woes. The all-powerful role of the Treasury holds Britain back in the race to spread prosperity to neglected, restive regions.
Global economy.
February 16, 10:16 America, New York. ECB board member warns of risk to economic growth if rates are raised too high. Falling energy prices spur calls from executive board member Fabio Panetta for central bank to switch to smaller rate rises.
Daily FX market news.
February 16, 10:09 America, New York. Bitcoin price outlook. Speculative buying sends BTC, USD, ETH, USD to multi-month highs. Bitcoin and Ethereum have risen to multi-month highs despite rising inflation and rising pressure on the Fed to raise rates.
New York Times Business.
February 16, 9:46 America, New York. Behind China's balloons, a push for business to serve the military. The Chinese government has tried to meld its military and civilian innovation, prompting a backlash from the United States. A building of the Eagles Men Aviation Science and Technology Group in Beijing.
New York Times Business.
February 16, 9:03 America, New York. Bitcoin price stages a comeback, hitting six-month high. The cryptocurrency has soared to a six-month high as investors eagerly jump back into risky digital assets.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
February 16, 9:02 America, New York. Producer prices rose in January. U.S. supplier prices rose 6% in January from a year earlier, a sign of still stubborn inflation pressures in the economy.
New York Times Business.
February 16, 8:56 America, New York. Tesla fired Buffalo workers seeking to organize, union says. Workers backing a push for better wages and working conditions were among those illegally laid off, members told the National Labor Relations Board. A complaint charged that Tesla fired workers over their plans to unionize.
Daily FX market news.
February 16, 8:36 America, New York. EUR/USD update. EUR/USD at decision point as the ECB's doves weigh in. The ECB's well-known doves Fabio Panetta and chief economist Philip Lane are due to speak today and EUR/USD drifts back toward support.
BBC News Business.
February 16, 8:22 America, New York. KitKat maker Nestle to raise prices again. It comes after the world's biggest food company increased its prices by 8% last year.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
February 16, 8 o'clock America, New York. GE Healthcare makes push into artificial intelligence. The company is developing a software platform that helps hospitals guide care. Marginal revolution.
February 16, 7:56 America, New York. Right-wing GPT. From the ever-interesting David Rosado. Here, I describe a fine-tuning of an OpenAI GPT language model with the specific objective of making the model manifest right-leaning political biases, the opposite of the biases manifested by ChatGPT.
Daily FX Market News. February 16. 7 o'clock America New York. S&P 500. Nasdaq 100 price action. Pushing higher against market wisdom. U.S. equity markets are pushing marginally higher despite a stronger U.S. dollar capping overall risk sentiment. Can equity markets continue to ignore the greenback?
Finance and Economics, February 16, 6:16 America New York, the case for globalization optimism. Perhaps isolation is not inevitable, after all. Finance and Economics,
February 16, 6:08 America New York, scrutiny of major crypto institutions is intensifying. The industry is calling this its Dodd-Frank moment.
BBC News Business.
February 16, 5 o'clock America New York, Aldi to recruit 6,000 new staff across the UK. The discount retailer is continuing its expansion plans after a strong Christmas sales period.
Marginal Revolution.
February 16, 2:34 America New York, Thursday assorted links. 1. LLMs as fuzzy processors. 2. Elad Gil on market structure and AI. 3. The SVI on junk fees and bundling. 4. European substitution during the gas price spike, NYT.